Hello everybody, this is Worthey, and today we are going to make a new tutorial about creating and convert yourself an image to animated image with Adobe Animate. First, import stage our image. Okay, here is the image. American president. Rescale it and move to stage. This white dot. Move it here and repeat the same process. Down a little bit and left a little bit. Finally, okay, here we are. Here is our image, and we are going to convert this image to animated image. Actually, we're going to draw an animated image using this image as sketch, right? Now, let's name it sketch and lock this image. Let's start creating our character. I'll use this line tool, and you're going to start creating the head. Now, it's the best to create a different layer for each part you're going to create. For example, head, different layer, head details in different layer, mouth, nose, and eyes, each one in different layers. Eyebrows too, and here there's no exception. Scale our stroke, our size of line, use this good or not. Let's make it 8. Repeat again. 4. Okay, I think 4 is pretty good. Start. Let's look at this image sketch, and we are going to use our line to move or to draw our image on the sketch. That and move to this. Use free selection tool to reshape the shape of your line. And this. Okay, we noted that this area we need to divide it. Let's use pen tool and add some points here with selection tool again. Bend it a little bit. Okay, this pretty good. Also, you can repeat the same process for the hair, but I think this actually good, as when we highlight the hair, I think it will be good and this area will be presented well. Now let's name it head. Let's go to nose and ears. I think it's more easier to consider these two parts with the same layer with head, as we are not going to convert, or we are not going to animate any part of this. We are going to animate head, ears or nose. So we'll draw those two parts with the same layer with head. Here. Okay, with selection tool, again other ear, okay. I think this ear is much bigger than this, as anyway this ear or right ear or front ear here will be covered with hair, so it's make more sense to find its back ear is more larger. Now let's move to head, to hair, and look, you should know we will back to draw nose in some time later. Here, and let's lock head, as we don't draw anything with on head layer accidentally or change it. Let's draw head. Be the same process, more and more and more. Let's hide head layer. As now we want to close this shape. Here you got a shape of hair. This makes much easier to color it later, and use selection tool to redraw or reshape the hair. Okay. Bend tool and add point here. Use selection tool to move it like that, and pen tool again, add point here, use selection tool and push it here like that, and this one more time. Okay, this area. Okay, pen tool here, add point and use selection tool Okay. Other side. Okay. Pen tool. Here with selection tool. Push it backward a little bit and reshape this area. And okay. Now we have head and hair. We're going to delete these extra lines when we color both head and hair, and move one more step to eyes and mouth. Eye and mouth. Change name, mouth. Now we are on mouth eye layer and create the eyes. Let's grab oval tool and draw oval. Change the color fill into remove no fill, no stroke. Okay. With selection tool, free transform, make it a little larger. It's more beneficial, in fact, to draw one eye, one eyebrow, and convert the eye you draw, the eyebrow you draw, and paste it on the other side. And thus, both eyes and eyebrows will be, in fact, with the same size, with the same details. Then we are going to use this eye and copy it at last after we finish editing it. Then let's speak about how to animate eye. You need many separate layers for eye to be animated. You need eye outline, you need eye eyeball, eye pupil, and mask all of them and convert them into graphics sample and do your animation. Let's color it with white color. And eyebrow, eye pupil, sorry. Okay. And white color. Zoom a little bit. Now copy this eye and copy it, edit, paste in place. Use your arrow keys to move it to other side. Okay. Now let's move to eyebrow. In fact, later we may need to break this part apart to separate parts. But I think this is working now. Move to eyebrow. Oh, sorry. Grab your line tool and start to draw a line. In fact, line use only fill, not stroke. This will not affect it. Let's hide eye to make our work more easier, and move it up these like this. Yep. Okay. Okay. Select it. In fact, both eyebrows are not identical in our sketch image, so there's no problem if you draw new eyebrow here. Grab your line tool and start drawing. Okay. Push it downward a little bit, and I think this is pretty fine with eyes. Okay. Right. Now let's move one more step toward mouth. Oh, yep. We actually have a layer. We can use oval tool. Change stroke to transparency. Okay. Pretty good. Now when we create a sample for math, we are going to draw teeth, tongues, our teeth or teeth, etc. Now back to head layer and create a nose with these mouse details. To grab our line tool and draw. In fact, if you have a tablet, you can use pen tool or brush tool, any other tool to use freehand drawing. Makes this process very much easier than using mouse. And we may need to make it a little smaller. Okay, I think this looks like a penis. Use pen tool and delete this anchor point. And back to selection tool and move it here like that. Push it down. Okay, this is very much smoother and nicer. Okay. Now let's move one more step into head details. You know these areas we are going to draw to with our line tool. Okay, from here with selection tool, line tool again, selection tool, move it more, grab the line tool and repeat the same process for every part in the face you think just need to add any detail. Again, line tool, line tool here, selection tool, and move it a little bit. It's more faster to simply hit V on keyboard to move to line tool and N, selection tool and N for line tool. V with selection tool, line tool here, and one more time for spot, and here. Okay. In fact, all these parts and on head details. So let's cut and paste in place. Edit and paste in place. Okay. Okay. Now let's move one more step toward coloring your face of your character. Grab your impact tool and use this. Go to here, unlock the layer, and back to head. With this tool and up. Let's make it a little lighter. Color. Oh. Ups. Okay. Back to sketch and hide this layer and grab other part more lighter. Okay, that's more nicer. Now back to head details layer and add some details for ears. Change color to black. And draw mouth, ears details. Okay. Move to other ear and add some fine details. Okay. Line tool. Let's make it more smaller. Here again more smaller. Okay, let's cut the spots and go to head layer and choose paste in place. I'll lock the layer and paste in place. Okay. In fact, I don't know when this part changes color, but we simply can fix it. Okay. Now move to here and make some corrections to our image like that. And here like that. In fact, we can add a new point. New point here with our selection tool and move it here. Okay, let's color the ear. And again grab this tool, now grab this tool and grab a color. That's okay. Now let's complete our coloring. Eyebrow tool, or eyebrow layer, sorry, and mouth layer from our sketch. Let's grab this colorful lips and color it. Okay, use your pen tool. Let's add a smile. Okay, new layer and make it teeth or a mouth. Details, hide this mouse layer, hide head layer, and with pencil tool turn your object drawing mode on and let's try to draw our teeth. Let's lock any other layer and we don't need to accidentally edit any part of them. Repeat and draw teeth. You may ask yourself why our lines are attached automatically. Even I draw it with some little space, as we have here snap to object on. If you turn it off and let a very little space between lines, they are not going to attached automatically. Okay, our selection tool, and edit the shape of our teeth. Okay, like that. Okay. Move it here. Grab the spot. Move it here like that. I used object draw mode to make every teeth I draw as a single part, not separate. Okay, let's color these teeth. And choose close large gaps. Oops, in fact. For some parts they aren't working, then you'll complete our parts of teeth. With your line tool. No. Move it down. And repeat the same process for every teeth. Line tool. Up. In fact, it is not noticed. Okay. again. Modify to break it apart. Back here and turn off object draw mode and draw our color and select our fill and back here again. Okay. Move it upward, break it apart, modify, break it apart, grab your line tool and with snapped object on, one more teeth. Thus, repeat the same process many times. All this teeth upward, break it apart, and grab your line tool, draw a line, fill it with your stroke color, and back it to its place. Grab your line tool and draw and spread those two up, move it up, break apart, with your line tool, fillet with selection tool and free transform tool, move it back to its place like that. Okay. Select, and one more selection. Oh, yep, I forgot it. I can't move this part together. Let's give it a try. Why we not select all these parts and break them apart and with line tool and try to fill them. Oh, it's working. Okay. With line tool, fill it with your stroke color. Oh. upward. Ah, I forgot. I didn't break it apart. Okay, and back towards the place. And here we have our teeth. Let's flick the apart. Modify, break apart with line tool. Select. Break this part apart. Oh, the color is selected. Let's cut these parts, go to math, and paste it in place. Oh, it's working. Scale them little. With our head. Oh, it's working. Now let's to highlight the hair and the head. Back to our sketch. Delete those two layers and back to our sketch layer and grab this tool, this color with brush mode, with brush color, make some highlights and let's paint behind or paint side. Let's make it here like that. Okay, and right here. We may gun it to make it smaller. Let's delete this highlight. Grab some line. Make pretty good shape. Oh, let's leave it as it is. Back here. Oh, again back to our sketch and let's make it more larger. Okay, and repeat the same process here. And here. Here and here. What about mouth? Sorry, what about ears? Um, um, like this. Move it here. Change it like that. Okay. Repeat here. Okay. Sorry. So I think that okay, it's fat. See another tutorial with more parts about animating eyes, creating lip syncing, editing eyebrows, etc. See you later.